Anton Frondell is a Chicago Blackhawk. It's been a wild couple of weeks of draft coverage. Frondell's always seemed like the most likely guy, but then there's always been the Caleb Denoye and most recently Michael Misa, who knows who the Blackhawks are going to end up taking. It created a lot of skepticism on who will end up being the pick, but all in all, it is the guy that was most likely for at least since the draft lottery, Anton Frondell. I'm super excited for him to join the Blackhawks. We've known for the last couple days that the top three was going to be Matthew Schaefer and then either Michael Misa or Anton Frondell at 2 and 3. And it ended up going Misa at 2, which left the Blackhawks to pick Anton Frondell at 3. And while I'm sure there's a lot of Blackhawks fans that are upset not landing Misa, and sure, I definitely am on record saying that Misa would be my favorite player to land in this class, I am super excited for Frondell, and he is a great player that projects to fit in really well with this team. I've talked about Frondell already a bit on this channel, but I want to reiterate some of the points. We're getting a really solid two-way center with an elite shot. This is someone that a lot of organizations and scouts see flashes of Alexander Barkov in. Frondell himself is a big fan of Barkov. He definitely models some of his game after Alexander Barkov. And if we could get even half of the player that Alexander Barkov is out of Anton Frondell, that'd be a great pick and a great fit with this team. Frondell is someone that projects to play at center, though he does play on the wing. He's played his last couple years with Sweden on the wing, though he does probably project mostly as a center. He does have flexibility. He can be kicked out to wing, but he can also play center if you need it. He's someone that projects especially to be on the first unit power play with his amazing shot, likely the best in this class. That's someone that's just going to tee off one-timers, and that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. He won't be with the Blackhawks next year, but potentially the year after that, we could see Anton Frondell in the NHL. And again, where he'll play, if it's wing, if it's second line center, it's still to be determined, but either way, we're getting a really good player in Anton Frondell, and this is just another big piece to building a Stanley Cup contending team. The Blackhawks might not even be done today. They have the number 25 pick, and I think there's a strong chance they could trade up potentially, depending on who falls, who's there on the board later in this draft. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a fun rest of the night. Anton Frondell is a huge piece to get to building that roster that can contend for a Stanley Cup in just a couple years. Let me know your thoughts on the Blackhawks selecting Anton Frondell 3rd overall. I'm super excited for him, and we'll see what else happens throughout the rest of this draft.